and we start with 425 grams of strong white bread flour. Pop that into a large mixing bowl. And to this we add 200 ml of lukewarm water and 40 ml of extra virgin olive oil, along with a generous pinch of sea salt. Start to knead the dough together. Slowly start to form a dough. And as you can see, this is an eggless pasta dough. It's a traditional Tuscan dish, really simple and lovely. So at this point I like to flour my board and then transfer the dough from the bowl to the board, and then I spend about 10 to 20 minutes vigorously kneading it to really work that gluten. So once we have our finished dough, we pop that into a sandwich bag or some cling film, and we just want to pop that into a fridge for a minimum of 2 hours, but ideally we want to leave it up to 24 hours. 24 hours later, we take the dough, just chop that into tiny little bite-sized pieces, roll them between your hands to get them started, and then finish them off on a board. We don't want any flour on the board, any moisture or anything. We just want it nice and clean and bone dry. We want them a little bit thicker than spaghetti, but we can roll them to the length of spaghetti. But for this particular dish, I roll them to about the length of spaghetti and then cut them into 4. And we just want to put those to one side into a plate of flour or a tray, just so that they don't stick together. And then transfer those into a bowl or onto a plate, and then just spend a few minutes knocking off all of the excess flour. Now put those to one side while we start to prepare the ingredients for our burnt butter, sage and lemon sauce. So start by taking your sage leaves, just remove the leaves, we don't want any stalk in there. And then once you have a nice handful, just pop those into a bowl or a ramekin to one side. Next, take your lemon, apply a bit of pressure and roll it out. And then take some thin slices around the side, pop those into a bowl, ready for the cook. So we want to take a frying pan, add a little splash of extra virgin olive oil. This may be controversial. It is not necessarily needed. And then add a few generous knobs of butter and just move those around for a couple of ticks until the butter starts to melt through. And then we throw in a nice handful of our sage leaves. This will take a few minutes. The butter will start to foam up. Once the foaming stops, and you can see that it's turning a nice beautiful golden brown, then our burnt butter sauce is ready. While the burnt butter sauce is preparing, throw our peachy into some boiling water, and it will only take about 2 or 3 minutes. We remove our sage leaves, throw in our peachy with a nice splash of pasta water, and then just mix and stir that through for a couple of ticks before adding a nice generous splash of our lemon juice, and then just nicely mix that through. And then we plate. So to our beautiful buttery peachy, we add a nice sprinkle of our crispy sage leaves and a nice shaving of either Parmesan or Pecorino Romano cheese. And there we have a beautiful peachy with burnt butter, lemon and sage sauce,